Okay, I thought I'd really quick while this, I have to have the screen up anyways while it waits because it always, I'm sure there's a way to make that not drop down, but I haven't figured it out yet. Um, I thought I'd quick go over the add-ons that I currently have. I have the Algernon's watersheds. That is how the world is a world generation. I have animal cages, add some extra cages, auto map markers, does what it says, makes some mapping markers automated. I have the bed spawn. I have better ruins. Carry on lets me carry the things on my back, and this just goes with it. I have chisel tools that allows us to do some chiseling and things with better tools when we're further along. I have this comfy beds. I've never used this before, but it looks like you can make some. You really are so few beds. I think it's literally two, the one that you find and one that you can make, I believe. And this lets you make some prettier beds. I haven't used it yet. We'll see. Extra info gives us more info up in the top of the screen. This HUD clock is up in the upper left-hand corner that shows it's just pretty for the season. Gives us information. Napster I've talked about a few times. Molds gives me molds that I think make sense. Again, we can in vanilla do pickaxes and all kinds of things, but we can't do a saw and nails and strips. And so that's the ones that I use out of that. I think maybe even chisels. But anyways, it gives you more things that you can pour in molds. Primitive survival. This lets you do some primitive, like the fishing, fish cages and things like that. Status HUD gives you information on either side near the bottom. Step Up lets you not have to hit your space key every single time you jump a block, which is very important. Sticks from Firewood lets you take an axe and firewood and make sticks from it. The stone bait oven, I do want to look at that maybe today and see what we need. I think though we need a copper plate for that. So let me turn off my phone. I think we need a copper plate to be able to do that, but we need to take a look at that because I do want to have this. I've never had it in a personal world and I want to try that. I mean, use it in a multiplayer. Terra Pretty is also to do with world generation. I think it is gorgeous. VS Roofing just makes easier roofing, and the zoom button lets me hit Z and zoom in and show you things. So those are for me, that is a pretty light. I usually do have a lot. In fact, you'll see I call it Solo World Light because that is relatively light because I do love mods. Okay, I just wanted to show you that real quick while we were at it. Oh, here we go. Let's start the world up again. Time, speed. When I'm doing my thumbnail picture, I stop time so it doesn't waste my time. Let's put this back to where we can see. We do need to, so I did do organizations, put away, all the stuff that we had found before. Um, got our extra things in there. I need to make I think that takes a nail and strips to make a scroll rack that we can, like we're having our books here, we can put our scrolls away. So I do need to make that. I don't like how thick it is. You'll see when we make it, it's really thick and I don't love it. I think we have one log. Let me look here. I thought we got some, that might be a different world. No, we did not. I thought we had a one ancient log. I'd like to find one. Actually, if we go back, maybe if we went back over to this, excuse me, but that's pretty ways away. But if we went over here, there may be some of those logs, like the aged oak, just so it would kind of, this is not aged oak, so I don't know. I feel like I'd like to make it out of something that matches a little bit better. Like this is right here, aged. It's just aged, but I think it's kind of like the aged oak look. Anyways, that is neither here nor there. We need more nails and strips to make that. I do want to break these out and just close these up because we're going to make chests up here. But then I'd like to, that's going to leave us with very little windows. What we could do, depending on how these break up, I'm guessing we will be, let's find out. Okay. You know what? Let's find out. We need to make some food though before we do much else. I just want to see what comes. Nope. Okay, so that's just a regular block. Let's put that back. Okay, so, oh no. Okay, well, that answers that. I thought maybe, nope. Yeah, okay. We're not going to be able to see. I thought we could move the arches. Now, what I can do, I should be able to copy this once we have a chisel tool. That's okay. We're going to let's take this. I should have used a pickaxe, but we're already partly there. I love these clay figures. Let's, why could it set there? Nope. Aw, come on. Interesting. Okay. Well. Oh, we need we need the chisel. We need a wrench so that we can turn that around. That's okay. It's just gonna stay in a wonk. Again, we are accepting there are ghosts in this house. All right. Well, we're just gonna accept this because I don't want these weird windows, but I do want to get some more windows. I think you know what maybe we're going to do is take a run back. I know it's a far run, but we've got a little bit of cobblestone. We need a little bit more of this, but we can make it. And I know it blows our whole view away, but this is going to have chests on it, so it just really doesn't matter. Where's our... I don't know how much we need. Do we... Oops. Okay, that's what I wanted. That might be plenty. Boop, boop. A little bit of this left. We don't have a lot of clay, so that's good to know. Okay, so that is going to be good for filled in. But that means we are going to want a little more light coming in these places. What we could do once we have a chisel, nope, this is 3 wide, that's too wide. We'll have to find a chisel. Oh, that would be too wide. So we could take this arc and use that to kind of make a prettier window. Because I don't like how dull it is here. However, and it depends on the state of this. Okay, we can't go out yet. We have to go make some food or get some food before we take a run anywhere. That's still going. We have, remember, 3 days for this, and then it goes into what is turning into strong tannin. Let's take our pie. I don't know if that, but between this and this, that should be enough food. What else do we got here? Is there anything going bad? 15 hours. Let's take that. I mean, there's so little of this that we should just eat this up. Okay, we'll watch for berries along the way. Just gonna stick those there for right now. Okay, let's just load up on these berries. But I believe, again, it depends on the state of disrepair, and I don't remember, which I wish I did. Do we want to do it? Let's take a look at our map. That is a pretty far hike into territory that we have already seen, and it may not even be good. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to push the map up here, but let's take a look real quick. I do want to fix this all up. This is a little bit gross. Have they, okay, they ate. I know, chicken. All right, we've got 2 fertile eggs. That's good, which probably because we didn't have that much food, but we'll let that go. They are going to get too crazy to, I think, lay on their eggs. I believe we're going to have to move our chicken coop is my... The TLDR. Oh, look, I forgot we had all these. Let's go ahead and get these up because we want to get new things in the ground. Look at all these turnips we've got. Our first official harvest. We've still got not long on our carrots, longer on our onions, but look at stuff starting to grow. I just cannot wait to get that first grain in. It just makes all the difference. We got almost an entire stack. We don't want to redo turnips. Let's see what we have of, because remember, we didn't even get a full harvest out of that. Okay, this is all grain. I'd like to still have a decent row of vegetables. And see, we have our end crop. If you look up at the top, our end crop is lower, so technically I should be changing it out. But again, these first couple crops, we really just want to get growing. And I can always just swap this whole soil out because we're not going to have any issue finding medium fertility soil. What is this one right here? Licorice. We'll plant this. Again, I'm not sure that we want that, but we'll just stick it there. I'll see what we find on the way that we can plant there. I'd like to get some more vegetables and not just put grain there. But let's go up here, zoom, zoom, zoom. Put our turnips away. See, we got a pretty nice path now. We got our haunted chick, who would most definitely be a grown chick by now. So it makes, so you can see here, 21 days. In here, it's 101 days, because not only is it in a vessel, but it's in a pantry. And so that is why you want a pantry, even if it's a hole in the wall. Okay. We'll try to find some more flax for our chickens. Oh, there's a rift. Let's stay away from that. If we find clay, we want to grab some more clay. If we find caves, we want to go in to try to find some more tin. We're not like in a push for that at the moment. And grab whatever kind of free food there is. we still have bees that we can start collecting. Oh, we got a bunch of bees. Oops, no. Quit eating them. We have a bunch of bees that we can do, but that, well, we might want to prioritize that fairly soon. You do have to leave your skep there for a little bit to get it to populate. What we can do, oh, here's copper right here. Oh, it looks like a nice amount. Let me gather these first. I like, these do count. Let's double check. Oh, yeah, this does count as a flower. So I just generally just grab the same flower. And because we'll want to take this with us and kind of surround the new skep with the flowers and get the bees to populate it. We also need to set up flowers by our house. Oops, is that the same thing? Yeah. So we could really, there's a bunch right here, so we might as well just get a full stack or whatever we can get right here, because then we'll kind of be set for setting up some skeps here and then going and setting up the skep over there to get the bees and just kind of get ourselves set, because the sooner we do that, the sooner we're going to get honey and wax, and the sooner that we can have lanterns, which are definitely some things that we want. Which means we need to make a plate mold. Okay, so we'll keep that. Let's go ahead and go back to this copper. This is kind of off to the side. I feel like we're going to miss it, but I'm going to do that real quick. It seems like this will be a big chunk because you've got a lot scattered there. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. And let's see what we can get here. I'm not going to stop for every copper, but we do want to use a little bit of a good bit. And I think we want to get a prospecting pick. I think we need to get more nails and strips. I think we need to, I'll go over there in a minute. We need to get more nails and strips. We want to look up that oven, which I'm pretty sure needs a copper plate. So we want to get a copper plate. So anyways, my point is we do kind of want to do a bit of a copper output pretty soon. We've got some back at the house, but let's just, and this is medium, which is nice. I know that in terms of doing it live recorded like this, mining is going to be the worst part of it, just because it's relatively, no, it is boring. Now, if you put a podcast on or a YouTube video and just start mining away, it's not, it's relaxing, but it certainly isn't fun to watch. Once we have an iron pickaxe, it will be better. And it would be better with our tin bronze, but we are not wasting that tin bronze, folks, because that is the only thing that will let us harvest iron, and we only have a little bit of tin right now. So we do have to use it wisely. But the other thing we are doing is we are getting granite stones, which we are going to need with all of our refurbishing projects down the road. We're going to need a lot of granite. So it makes me feel a little bit better about having to mine, because I feel like I'm at least getting future self set up with granite stone too. So we don't need that. Now, if we had a prospecting pick, like I'm sure there's probably or possibly some more copper hidden, and we could check it with the prospecting pick. And okay, where's our hole out? There we go. Okay, what is this right here? We'll just stick that there, and then okay. What time is it? How are we doing on time? It is 4 o'clock. Dang. Well, I mean, we did get a stack of flowers. Do we want how much? How far out into the night do we want to be? Do we need more? No, we got more. We got more peat. I mean, we could just look this as a mini supply run. Do we see? That's peat. That and that. Let's go to this way. That should be clay. So let's grab some more clay. I'd like to this episode get, there we go. I would like to get our roof in. Again, it does not have to be pretty. I would just like to, I apologize. I never know what microphone takes up. But if you ever hear snoring, it is because I have a little old lady Shih Tzu, and she snores so loud for such a little thing that I think we'll go ahead and get 2 stacks. She snores so loud for how little she is, and she of course likes to lay under my chair. I move her, she just resettles and starts snoring again. So I have learned to just leave her be. But if you hear any snoring, it is not because I have an old gnome laying next to me snoring. It's because I have a old lady Shih Tzu. Okay, so we got flowers to get. Oh, I hate when I do that. She's so loud. Okay, I threw the wrong thing, so let's grab that. And let's throw that. Okay, so we've got clay. We've got, how much should we get? Oh, look we got 940 units of copper. That was actually a really good haul. We could fill up our anvil, but I think we want to wait until we can make a tin anvil, because there's just no point. I think we have to have a tin anvil for iron. Prior to iron, we can use molds for most of the things I think that we want. And so why waste the copper when we can... Ooh, look at all these berry bushes. Okay. Oh, we need to go back. I keep meaning to look up. Yes. I keep meaning to look up what the code is to get into auto map markers, because I can set it to it should be auto mapping the clay, and so I obviously have something off and I need to fix it. Oh, go away, go away. We don't want anything to do with you. But for some reason I don't have it correct, and I know there's some kind of like control this or that, and I just don't remember what it is. So I do need to try to remember that. What are we trying to do here? I don't want to start climbing up mountains. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. Do we all, none of you are probably old enough to know the Sound of Music. Again, don't love rye, but, oh, we have no space. Don't love rye, but we can, I'm going to drop this for a minute, but we can feed it to our chickens. I'm going to waste this. I know I'm a terrible human. Okay, I don't really want the seeds. I just want this. All right, here's some more. That's spelt. Okay, we want the green. Look at all these. Okay, you know what we're going to have to do? Let's do this. Okay, let's put our clay away. I don't really need those, but we'll keep them. Let's put these away. We don't need that right now. We'll keep these because we're going to get more, hopefully. That's food. Okay. Look at that sky. Wow. The skies are really amazing in Vintage Story. Let's grab this, but never get too far. Oh no, we have a chest picked up. Okay, so now let's get all these. I mean, mushrooms are just really filling food, so especially in these early days, we do not want to ignore the abundance of mushrooms in our area. And I don't know if I've said this, but they do grow back. So you can, that's why it marks and we can come back. I don't know, to be honest, how long it takes for mushrooms to respawn, but we can definitely come back and get more. Mark those berries, and I think I saw, yep, some berries. The berries have been quite plentiful. All right. What are we trying to do here, folks? We got a lot done of just this miscellaneous. I'd like to just go a ways this way, unless it gets crazy. We're just taking the ripe ones. We'll fill up the chicken feed and see if we can get some more chickens. Look at all these mushrooms. Yeah, we aren't going to starve for want of mushrooms. Okay. I do love the daisies. We do, like, on the one, okay, we're not going to go down here. Let's see. Here's that zoom button. We've got some airmanth and some spout. I do love the catmint, or I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on it. I don't think we want to head Here's Heather too. Heather's very pretty. Okay, I think we don't want to go any farther down there right now. I think we had a nice little collection. And then let's go back. Let's do a couple figurings out. We want to figure out how can we, or where we want to put a bee farm. I should have looked up if it's called an apiary. I just still don't know the answer to that question. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, let's head home. We want to figure out where we're going to put an apiary or a bee farm. What is that? Just a pig. Can we catch him? Oh, there's Copper. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're a mad one. Okay. Gotta slow down while I mark this Copper. Okay. Let's see if we can find her. Kind of hard in the darkness. There she is. I don't think we're going to catch her. That's why half the time, if there's not water nearby, I don't know. And again, it's because I'm a horrible hunter. We've got to practice with that bow. That's one thing I would like to do, is do more hunting with the bow, because maybe I would be better at the bow than at throwing a spear, because I am terrible at throwing a spear. I really prefer the falcons. We should also make a falcons mold. Yeah, we need to do a big firing, figure out where our beehive's going to go, probably down by the garden. And I do think our chickens are going to have to move, because every time we disturb them by walking by them, they just won't sit on their eggs to get more babies, which is what we want, to build up a bigger flock so we have meat and feathers and eggs eventually. Lots of eggs. So, nope. Definitely didn't. Oh, look, is that our house? Yay, look at. It's always, especially the more and more that the house builds up. Now this one obviously is already built, but lighten up, you push the light out further and further in your area. The more that happens, you just kind of come home over the rise and you see it all lit up, and it's nice. Eventually I would like to get lots of good fencing in. Yeah, we'll have some more outbuildings, but we are not quite there yet. Let's just stick that there for pure pleasure. Okay, let's see. Let's get our chest down. We need copper. Okay, couldn't remember if I stuck it in here or not. Copper. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our copper. That was a really good load of it. Look at, ooh, who's growling? We've got some beasties somewhere. All right. Each of these is 6. We've got 1,200 and so on. So I am super happy with that, although we are going to use a lot of it. Does anything else go here? Where is the monster? Oh, they're all over. Oh, okay. That wasn't wise. Let's, we'd eventually want our fences to be too tall, too height, but we could, that's something else that we need to work on. All right, we're going to need more probably than that. See, I just went by there, and I think even just walking here gets them agitated, and then they're not sitting on their eggs, and then they won't hatch. All right, that's another problem for the morning. Let's make, what do we need to make? We need a falx blade. Okay. We need, oh, I should have just thought about this first. Go. Let's make this movable. We need, no, pickaxe, no. Prospecting pick. I guess we could make uh, all of our tools molds, but I had some more specific things. We could make a oh, we need a plate. We should probably do 2 plates at least. Okay. What else did I say? We've got nails and strips. We've got a pickaxe. We've got a saw blade. We've got a knife mold already. And we've got a hammer mold. I think we should go ahead and do our axe. We got a hammer. We don't need that. We don't need a hoe. I've never used. We've got that. We've got that. A shovel. Let's see. We've got shovel, axe. Shovel, axe. We already have knife, so we don't need that. I think that's good enough for right now. Okay, we've got, let's put this into here. Okay. Oh, hello there, little random. Okay, we're probably going to have to take the getting a whole bunch of grass. Let's see. Okay, we can also do it like this. I don't know why I don't do that. And this one. There we go. Of course, now I do feel like we've got to protect the beams, even because I'd like to say, well, we don't, because it's not been a problem, but it's because we've had that there, or it could be. So that's 1, 2, 3. I just don't know if that's enough to protect our beams. So we're just gonna play it safe. Okay. Sticks. I feel like we've got sticks somewhere. Redwood sticks, not very many. Okay. Grass. I don't believe. We don't have grass. Grass is always. Oh, you know what that means? We should probably do. Because I despise, yes, let's do this. But then I'm like, is that going to get over there to our fence? I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's do a scythe. I guess this is going to be just a big old bunch of copper making. Ring rod, saw blade, scythe. There we go. Okay. Because that's going to make harvesting both grass less painful, as well as that's all we're going to get. maybe. Okay. As well as cattails and things like that. So, all right. So our problem is, I'm gonna just put a bunch of random, not our sticks, because we'll use those. Let's just get rid of some stuff here. We're going to get attacked. But I'd like to not, like, it's medium activity. Let's do this. Let's run down here and just start cutting grass. We're going to need a lot of it, but I hate cutting grass. I don't know why, because let's think about this logically. It's no different than, I guess because you have to move around more, but it's no different than like mining, right? You're just hitting your mouse button, but it just feels like monotonous and never ending because you just always need grass, maybe. I don't know. I guess they just want you to make yourself a scythe, which we're doing. But we need grass so we can make ourselves a scythe. I feel like we're going to need more than a stack. Oh, hello. Berries are in bloom. That's not. Berries are in ripeness in this area. And we've got a lot of berries around us. That has been nice. Okay. I'm going to call this good enough because we can always come back out if we're wrong. Okay. Okay. So that was good and still leaves us with some. I love the sound of the sticks. Okay. Now we'll get this. Let's just get a, I don't know how you do that. There we go. I don't know. It's probably not even enough. Okay. Eat these berries. And let's get this all lit. Oh, go away. Whatever's spitting things at me. Where's our torches? Okay. So we've got a bunch of molds, if I don't burn myself. We've got a bunch of molds going. We've harvested our first turnips. We should go down and check if we caught anything in our fish traps. If not, we should think about, do we need to move them? And then let's double check that we don't have anything we think is going to catch on fire. I think we're good. And we've re-put that there. Okay, I'd like to go irritate the chickens by giving them this rye grain. Now let's get this out of our hand. See, look at none of them are sitting on the eggs. So irritating. Okay, I should have more. I wonder, I'm not going to move it now, but maybe because I needed to push those under, but I just think it's just they're too close. But look at them, like I'm not near them, but why aren't they sitting on the eggs? I don't know. Go away, blowtorn. Okay, we've got a rabbit trying to get in. Oh, we've got a fish, two fish. Okay, okay, there we go. Two fish, we'll take it. I hear a pig. We're not going to mess with that pig. Okay, let's see what we get out of our... We're going to get hit. So we need to work on doubling this up so we don't have to worry about getting attacked. Wow. I think we have to kill them. Yep. This is primitive wild. I don't believe this is how it happens with... I think primitive wild is what made it. It makes us have to collect the fish, then put them on the ground, kill them, and so on and so forth. But look, we got 6 pieces of fish, which is not a whole lot, but you know, we'll take it. Little haunted chick. We also have some fish eggs, and these are... I can't remember. There's one of them that are ready to be, you can throw them back in the water basically and it will repopulate fish, which is really great to have. Obviously we don't have that yet. There is a smoker. Let's take a breath here. Let's take a breath for a minute. Let's eat our berry pie. Let's look at, there's a smoker that I absolutely love right here. Okay, we can make this. So this is boards and that. Excuse me. We need, that's okay, we can get that. Let's take this and move it for a minute. So we need one more. Okay, we're just gonna have to go kill this guy. We just can't just let him hang around bugging people, aka me. Come on. I know, I'm terrible. Could you just... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Could you just give me a temporal gear? Never, never. You can never just give me a temporal gear. The Falx Blade I love because you do get more chances to have a temporal... You know what? That's actually not good, is it? Something could jump. There we go. Nope. 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 Okay. You have to have at least 8, I would assume. So let's do this. And this. Okay. And then let's get some of the redwood boards because it doesn't matter. I can't remember what it was. It was like this. And then it was like 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. And there's our cute little smoker. All right, where are we going to put that? We can't put it there without ruining... Can we put it inside? I don't know. I mean, that seems weird. That's... Oh, why is it bleeding? That was terrible. Yeah, that just seems weird. We're going to put it right there. Hopefully that doesn't catch it on fire. So we have to do trussed meat, and then we can add firewood. So I think to do the trussed meat, let's go down here and get some cattails. Look at that big fish. Go get into our thing. I wonder if we can use fish eggs for bait. Probably not. So what you can do with... Oh, where did our fish go? Oh, geez. What did I do with the fish? I must have stuck it. I hope I stuck it somewhere. I hope I stuck that like in a chest. I'm sure you just watched me do something with it. Sometimes my brain... I decided not to wait till midnight like I normally do, but it's just been a busy day of just like thinking through things. Like I have a class to teach, so it's like making slides, which is just a lot of not hard work, because I always make a very solid I make a very solid... Let's like see how many it needs to do. It must need 2. Let's find this out. Oh, we don't have a thing. No, let's just leave it be. I make a pretty solid slide outline, like all the text that I want in it. I just make sure to just have it really solid. Look at that. You can't anymore like do this. You can't do it that way. You've got to hit them like this, which look at, like it's got a terrible hitbox. Oh, look at me. Wow. Are you impressed? Because I'm kind of shocked. Okay, so now we are both not particularly impressed. What did I do with the fish? We had 6 pieces of fish. What did I possibly do with it? Absolutely nothing. Do you see it and I just don't see it? Did it disappear? Did I put it? Oh, here it is. What on earth? Why did I put fish in here? One of my strangest, and I do many strange things, but one of my strangest was I could not find mayonnaise. Now see, this one is vanilla. So, once you catch the fish, although I did kill it, whereas we're taking it out of a trap, so I guess it does make sense, right? But you don't have to kill it because I already killed it in the water. Makes sense, makes sense. I don't believe, we'd have to look, but I don't believe there's any vanilla fish traps. Like that is through primitive survival. I did a lot of fishing when I was younger. My grandfather and my uncles on my mom's side were always fishing. We lived on the lake and they were always fishing. And so I did a lot of fishing, and I can't remember how you do this. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's read the instructions. Help. Smoker. Let's start there. And then it's going to say 4 raw trussed meat. So it should have let us click on that. So now it's going to make us say, well, how do we truss the meat? Trussed fish. Oh, we need we've got to have twine. I was thinking we could do it with this. Wait, let's see. No, we can. We can. Okay. I was going to say, I am sure that. So this, then this. Okay, we got 2 out of it. We'll just have to cook those and eat those. Or we'll see. We'll save it downstairs. Let's get... I hate the constant management of my inventory. Wait, is that right? Add 4 firewood, which we did. See, look at, now we could do 2 more, but obviously we don't have it. And then we're gonna light this. I just think the smoker is so cute. Again, this is not vanilla, and what your smoked fish lasts a lot longer. It's not vanilla. That is something that is with the primitive survival. Okay, so let's save our fish because we can go catch some more versus that's 1 day. Okay, we got 5 days. That's not bad. We do need to get some more food, or make some more food, I should say. Let's put spelt. That's all that we've got. Yeah, I cannot wait for our first grain. 19. This is 76 days. Yeah, we're just going to add it to the stack. Okay, so we can definitely make some mushroom soup. Again, I think we can just eat this. Can we just eat it raw? Yeah, just a little bit of sushi. Okay. We just need grain so we can start pumping out some. We don't have enough to make another shelf to finish out. We can start pumping out some pies, which are my favorite things. Okay, so we got a smoker. That is exciting stuff. Exciting indeed. Let's organize our mess of a chest. We do probably want to put something here. You know what? I think we've got empty baskets out here. Yeah, we can take that. And actually, let's take this out. Okay, let's use this in here. We have a pretty messy kitchen, but that's okay. We're just going to stick it here for right now. Let's put this for trussing fish. Put some fish bones. We can grind those up for a ground meal. We should have put that downstairs. Put that in the blocks. Put that in that. Okay. Nope, can't do that. So let's put, oh, look at how close we are to 1 more linen bag. So I will be excited to get that to happen. Okay, this goes here. And this but this is, I'm telling you, if you play Vintage Store, oh look, we got 1 more of these, since we've got to go downstairs anyways. There, okay, bam. Let's put that chick is so funny. I'm not even gonna I mean, it's not in the, could it be upstairs? It couldn't be upstairs because it couldn't be upstairs because it would be already not a chick anymore. That's the whole thing. It would not be a chick anymore. So we're going to have to take this out at least, and this out. If not, just take all of this arch out of one side. That way we can fill this all up with shelves once we really get into pie. You can see we now have strong tannin. So once our hides come out of there, they can now go into there for, I think, another 3 days. I'm not sure. And that way, and then we'll get our first leather. Okay, let's take a quick peek at stone. I don't know how to look at this. How do I look it up? Farming, no. Smelting. It's like, let's put in, I don't know if it's stove. Nope. Oven. Yes. So we want a plain, like, cobblestone oven. We need a chisel. Okay. And 2 copper plates. with some fire clay. Now, we're not in a huge rush because we have these, but I'm just telling you, it's so nice to use. It uses less firewood. It's just fantastic. We gotta do the rest of this. Let's take these out. Let's put that away. Let's put these in the, we'll put those in here for right. Oh, see that chair? I wanted to keep one of these chairs, but it's definitely in the way. This is not an inn. We do not need high back chairs. It's just constantly I find myself landing on it. Stick that there. Oh my gosh. Almighty. Oh my gosh, my golly. Okay. Pop that away. These go down on the farm, obviously. And I not really have any need to keep shale, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. Now I want to get far away from our chickens. I just picked those. Did you see that? I'm sure you did. I don't think we can see them from here. But I'd like to be able to see. Nope. I want to spy on our chickens and see. Nope. The things we do. But I can't see the one that has eggs in it. Ghost? Oh, look. She sat on the nest. Okay. That is good. So I think when we're walking around in the house and stuff, they don't seem to get too agitated. Oh dear, now this can take forever. So that's actually a good sign. We're gonna just kind of play that one by ear, see if we get some chicks to hatch. All right, let's go over here. Check our fish traps. Nope, nope. Should we make some more of these? We probably should. I mean, the more the merrier. And we do want to figure out bait. What do we got here? Mature carrots. Growing parsnips. Yeah, growing that. Let's put the carrots back in. Again, I know this is not ideal, but we just want to. I want to save that. We're going to keep those rows for vegetables. Okay. Okay, so that's great. We've got a couple little harvests. I think we should make more traps. Let's do, I can't remember how many of those. We needed 4, and I think like 10 got us there. Again, once we have a scythe, we can just power through this. But this is a good, I would even say yesterday and today. Like, these are really good examples of a lot of what Vintage Story is, right? A lot of it is about doing these kinds of little tasks. Like, if you don't like to do like farming tasks and just chores, basically. I don't have to do chores, but I love to do Vintage Story chores. Oh, we are past our, a little past our 1 hour. That's okay. We'll finish this. It's a lot of doing chores because, say, you know, you set something up like, okay, we need to do a big copper pouring. But in order to do that, we've got to make sure we have all of our molds ready. So we make our molds, then we put our molds in and they have to fire. And then we've got to wait for those to come before we can um, before we can actually pour our copper. So while we're pouring copper, okay, well, we need to do this. Okay, we might need to get some more fish baskets. So let's cut these up. There is always waiting for one thing or two things or three things, and at the same time, doing the busy work that you need to accomplish the next thing. So it's just, that is what Vintage Story is a lot about. Now, you can mitigate some of that. Let's say because I've done a ton of exploration, and I do want to eventually do some more exploration, but the fact of the matter is, can I do this while it's not trapped? The other one was trapped. Let's get him trapped. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. All right, let's make, I think this is how it is. Oh, shoot. And even when you build stuff, it's the same thing. No, 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 no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you know what? Let's just make all this because we're going to need it for fish too. I think it's like this. And then we do 2, 2, 2, 2. And I think, yeah, that will get us our 2 more. Should we put them? I don't think so. Let's just put them out here. Maybe we should put them further apart. I'm all about symmetry here. Let's just try that. Now, there are also trap lines, and those actually work the best, but I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't know how to do them. I've tried it. Let's look. I don't know even how to say it. It's a fish. Trust fish. It's like trap line. Here, there we go. Let's try this. So, is important location. Okay, sticks and stones. A knife to make some stakes. Yes, so we need stakes. What is this going to do? Trapping and fishing. Yes. So we need a bunch of these, which that's not a big deal. That's just using sticks and that. But then, that's for a snare. We don't want a snare. Let's go back. Deadfalls and snares. Fish baskets, which we made. Fishing hooks. Fishing lures. I'll have to do some research on this so that we don't have. Make a bundle of wood spikes and push them in the soft ground. Use these same to build a camouflage. Okay, blah, 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 blah. There are definitely fishing. There's a way to make a line of fishing. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to do some research on this app or this mod, because that was actually really, really nice and helpful. And pretty easy to get fish that way. That way we can make use of this. And now I'm starving. Let's go see, by the way, if our fish is dried. Do you hear that? It's like there's a rift nearby. I know you hear my stomach, but that's still going. Does it tell us? 59. And these are still got 5 hours. Yeah, there's a rift somewhere. I don't see it though, so why am I hearing it? That makes me a little nervous. Okay. Oh, we've got a bite of this. We've got a bite of this. Let's just eat all our bites. And we've got those carrots, which we don't want to eat. Let's put our cordage in here. And then we'll go ahead and put these in here because our extra spear. Oh, we've got our fish. Let's cut that up. We'll add it to the other one and deal with that next time. Yeah, we got to make some more bread, but we really need more grain. It's okay, we're getting close. There's just something about that first time you get that grain harvest, you feel like, okay, I can now breathe because we can just breathe because we can make bread, we can make pies, everything is coming up amazing. So this is good for 5 days. See what this says, 5 days. So we're going to combine those. Okay. Okay. We're going to call that good. What our plan's going to be next time, leather's still in process. We still need more grain. We found 2 traders. We have gotten some fish. We're going to keep, let's change this though, so that we are aware of what we are doing. Fish lines, question mark. I know there's a way to do it. Close the roof in the bee farm. We did get at least our flowers, so that got us a little closer to, oh, alright. Fish lines, question mark, save. We are a little bit closer. That's still on our list to do, is the roof and the bee farm. And these are, of course, on the roof, but we're going to have an easier time with this once we have the prospecting pick. So we have made progress towards it in the sense that we now have where we're working on a prospecting pick. I feel like we need to, like for upstairs, let's just at least, oh, there's that rift. Look at, we got to clear all these junk out of there. See, listen to that chick. Oh my goodness, it's going to drive us crazy. And by us, I mean me. Let's just clear up some of this junk now that we've got our pickaxe. That's not junk. Let's get junk. This was the one room that was really destroyed by fire, or by what I think is a meteor coming through the sky. We kind of are going to have to do what we did downstairs. So these are black ceramic shingles. We're not going to, do we have some shingles? Oops, nope. I want the wood rubble. I feel like we got some different colored shingles. We'll go down and look real quick. If so, we could, again, just make a rainbow colored. I'm not worried about them being matchy-matchy. This is a apocalypse that you just fix things as you need to, and it's not going to always look perfect. Someday down the road, we might be able to make some matching and really fix it. But I kind of like it, the idea of it being just fixed enough to be safe, and that's good enough. Let's pick up this stuff. Sorry, I said I was going to go, didn't I? You know, sometimes... Oh, no, we don't want that. So you could hear that well, there we go. Those are trapped there, okay? Okay. I mean, some of these stakes we like that aren't with rot in them, we could put up as just looking nice. Like that doesn't look bad at all. Do we have, of course, we don't have any of the pretty ones. Let's go throw these. Oh, he's got a rift over there too. That chick. What are we gonna call her? Henrietta, the haunted chick. Ruined chair. Like that's got pottery in it. That's empty. Hello, chick. Where are you? Not here, but back here. I know we're going to have to sort through those, but like we could put the pottery, because these aren't horrible looking. Stack of small crates. This is a bit, this makes me claustrophobic. Oh, look at, there's another figure. Oh, come here, give me the figure. That's one of the creepy drifters, which is so cool. Again, I love these. There's a whole bunch of them. This we just need to clear out for pure claustrophobia, but we're going to leave it alone. Let's, yeah, you know what? This is also not good. That's going to haunt us. Let's get the animal skeleton out of here. Okay, this is, let's get this out. That is just a mess. So now we've got, you know, a little cleaner space for our ghosts in the attic. Let's put these down. No, it doesn't look good. Okay. Did we already look in here? No, this is, I love that. I do love this room. It's sad, like you can tell. Let's get rid of these. Obviously, somebody hunkered down here and, you know, is trying to survive the apocalypse. Let's get rid of rot. So it is super sad, but this is pretty cool. You've got the beds, and they were doing their best to, like, stack stuff on top and utilize their space. It's pretty cool. We're going to leave that like that for right now. Okay. Do we want this? We'll just stick that over here. We want to make sure we keep that, but the rest is thrown out. Okay, well, at least we cleaned it up. Let's go see what, I know I said I was going to stop. We already did that. But let's get rid of, not that. Okay. Get rid of, you terrible little thing. We haven't even looked in the back of that wagon yet. Oh, this is done. Now, see, these last for 46 days, but they last even longer than that down in the pantry. So it is definitely better to smoke your fish. All right, what are we going to do? We got this little guy. I wish we could get them onto shelves, but they keep coming up wonky. So let's just stick him down on the ground for right now. Okay, I know. I have completely derailed what we were trying to do. But we may, oh, we're going to see. Do we have, I don't think we do. For some reason I thought we found some, but that must have been, wait, go back here. Nope, that's for like beds or something. We don't have another. Do we have another piece? No. Okay. Nope. Okay, I was wrong. That must have been in another. There are some great ruins, so I don't know what to do, to be honest. I'm thinking what we should do is just put it so that nothing can, so no, nothing's really hurting anything, right? They're not going to fall from the sky into the hole. It's not how it works. So maybe we just leave it alone. All right, let's put, look at that. We got vegetables. Excuse me. And fish, so that's 46 days, 1.5 years. So we definitely want to catch a few more fish and keep smoking fish. Those are great to have. Um, so that's good. Okay, I think we're going to call it good. We definitely need more light in here. We need some windows, but that's tomorrow's problem, not today's. We put everything that we needed to on our list, and so I hope that you guys have a wonderful, oh geez, look at them all running around out there. No thank you. Hello, no thank you. We'll go to bed, and that way we can start in the fresh morning when we come back. Nothing like coming out. Let's watch the time, because I don't like to waste daylight. Oops, that didn't work. Oh, a storm is approaching. Dang it, that's our first one. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do... Oh, look, our birch tree grew. We can cut that down, but it's pretty. I think what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'll probably sit and leave it up and let the, let's go down here, the temporal storm come, and I'll just ride it out. That way we don't have to come back to sitting for 3 minutes. And there is a way to get this blood off, and I can't remember. Maybe it's just taking it up. There we go. Let's clean up our basement as well while we're at it. I think I'll just ride it out in here. That way we don't come back to play together and end up having to sit for however long it's going to take for the storm to go away. If you've never seen a temporal storm, everything goes wonky and weird, and you really should be in a small space when it happens, because very hard drifters. Now, once we have our Falk's blade, it's best to go out and fight, because you can get your temporal gears that way. But since we don't have yet our Falk's blade, I'm just going to let it sit out, and I will see you guys all the next go round.